What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video. For any of you guys that are new here, my name is Levi. And this morning we are actually going to go and get my blood work done. The reason being isn't because like, oh, I think I'm, super low on test, I think it's time to hop on gear. No, I genuinely want to know what's going on with the chemistry within my body. I think it also could have been the move, but ever since I've been back, and as you guys saw on my recent video, the anxiety, depression, and stress, I just was really concerned about the chemistry going on within my body, because I think there's something going on with the cortisol and the adrenaline. So I really wanted to get that checked out and see if it's anything serious that I need to be worried about. That's what we are going to do this morning. Also, my car is under construction, which was another stressor. So I'm driving my friend Zach's car today. I should almost sell my car and offer to buy this from him. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's what we got going on this morning. I got to get going though and go grab my papers because I left them inside. Just got out of the doctor's, and essentially they can't run a blood test to find out what levels your cortisol is at and your hormones, except for testosterone and certain thyroid hormones. So we couldn't do that, but we kind of concluded some things. So I didn't get my blood work done. I guess it would have been kind of cool to get my blood work done to see where my testosterone's at, but I know it's not down. You know what I mean? Like, my testosterone is definitely not down, considering the fact that I'm working out, I'm getting stronger, I'm getting bigger. So that's kind of like out of the picture. It would have been cool, like I said, to do that. But we concluded that I had chronic stress, and there was definitely some triggers in my life as of right now that are, I would say, setting that into motion consistently. It's just about kind of cutting those factors out and letting kind of time do its thing. By the way, I hate that term trigger, just because I feel like that word trigger is meant for people that are soft and just can't take certain things. But it is weird, because now that I identify something as a trigger, like, I can't help it, because it is a trigger. Like, it's something that triggers stress in my body to accumulate, and it causes me to not take action and a lot of other things. I'd say that nothing serious is going on. It's just, headaches here and there on this side of my head. There's a lot that I wish I would have done differently when I came home from Texas. So yeah, in conclusion, there's really nothing wrong as of this far. It's nice because for a while I kept thinking something was wrong, but I didn't realize that I was so stressed out that it was just literally causing all these physical symptoms. Alright, so I've never really told you guys about this place before. It was in one of my previous videos. It was the stopping partying video, not the one I recently did, but one that was over a year ago, or getting close to a year ago. And this place, honestly, it's a place I've come before where I have kind of felt, I would say, alone and not really sure where I'm going with the direction of my life. And it's a place for me to just kind of escape, let my mind roam free without any other influence around me, because if I'm at home just sitting around and trying to work there, or trying to get my mind to process thoughts and whatnot, I will ponder about things that have to do with comfortability. But when I go out and I'm not really at home and I go somewhere that's just different, I think about beyond my comfort zone. Just been kind of thinking about certain things like that. This is a time for me to be alone and just kind of work on myself and be more so in a self-improvement state. I've kind of thought about taking on the 75 hard challenge, because even though I'm bulking right now, I still like to have something that is, I would say, kind of pushing my mental state and my physical state. So comment down below if that's something that maybe you guys would like to see on the channel. Just if you guys are ever in like a state of being alone, just find somewhere that you can go, let your thoughts roam free. If you have a dog like Bean, take them here, get outside, breathe, take in the fresh air. Yeah, just overall enjoy your time alone and figure out more about yourself and figure out really what you really want in life. Isn't that right, Bean? Man, rip that Jesse James West isn't with Transparent Labs anymore. It kind of sucks. He kind of put me on back when we met and stuff. So it just kind of sucks, you know, when you have someone that's like debating up and becoming part of a team and then they're just not there anymore. It is what it is though. Anyway, we're gonna go get in and go hit some arms. It's usually pretty hard for me to record arm workouts, so I'm gonna do the best that I can do, just because it's an awkward movement to just record standstill. I usually don't come to this gym. It's Spanaway Fitness. I gotta go use the restroom first, but it should be a good workout because later in the day I have more food in my system, so I'm probably gonna have an even better pump. So normally I work out in the mornings, as all you guys know, and my pump compared to now versus the morning is how good the lighting is. But in the mornings, I don't know why I don't get a better pump. It's probably because all my food having during the day is more digested than in the morning, because in the morning the food is not nearly as digested. I give it an hour and 30, which is enough time, or even 2 hours sometimes, but it just doesn't hit the same just having more food in my system. I work out in the evenings more. If my morning was consumed by more stuff, but my mornings are like the most time for me to be productive and film and edit and do all that other stuff. That's why I don't. Otherwise I always would work out in the evening. Only difference though is that in the mornings I am way stronger, just because my test levels are reaching their highest, because at noon is usually when your test levels are your highest. If you guys watch 7 Deadly Sins, when Escanor is, what was it? It's like 12 o'clock and sunshine is at its peak. He's the strongest. It's like the same exact thing.
You just so happen to have one more piece of bad news that just came in for you. What? It's now high noon.
In the morning, I'm more prone to hitting PRs rather than in the evening. Lately, at the end of my arm workouts, I've been doing a finisher for each my bicep and my tricep. Now, the reason for that, no real reason at all other than just to get like a freakish pump going on, and I'll do 21s, and I'll also do like, I can't remember the name, extensions for 30 reps, and that's it. It's just high reps, just to finish off the workout. My camera dies. We weighed in at my heaviest morning weight this morning with no food. It was about 173 pounds, pretty good. I mean, that's why I weighed in at my doctor's appointment, so let's see what we're looking like. Done with the workout today. It's a good workout. Like I said, have way more of a pump later in the evening because I have more food in my system, which is good and bad. I'm just not as strong. Like, definitely I can feel it in my arms today. I just still wasn't as strong, even though I have much more of a pump. So before I end this video, I just wanted to talk to you guys about something that I had a huge realization over the last few days, and I just really wanted to share it with you guys. By the way, had to go to the grocery store really quick, had to grab a couple things, mostly honestly just my meal before I go to bed, which you guys have seen maybe in my full day of eating. So I had this realization today, and it was just kind of more so about validation. And one thing that I struggled with when I started social media was, at first, like, I didn't really care about the validation that I was getting from maybe likes, followers, and all of that stuff. But as time went on, I got tempted into that stuff, and eventually I just found validation through that stuff. And so now that I've kind of realized that I don't really need that validation, it makes me much more confident, I would say, in the content that I am producing and the content that I'm making. And it makes me feel just so much more at peace with what I'm doing, and so much more happy too with what I'm doing, just because I honestly don't care anymore about how much money's involved. I don't really care about the views. I don't care what the YouTube, analytics say. I don't care what any sort of analytics say. And I just kind of wanted to like put that message onto you guys, anyone that might be feeling that they need validation from someone else, money, items, numbers, whatever it might be. I guess the message that I'm trying to say to you guys is love yourself, be confident in yourself, and always remember that you don't need something else to validate the person that you are. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys did, be sure to give it a like. If any of you guys are new here, do not forget to press the subscribe button, because you guys know I will be back. And as always, the sky's the limit, and until next time.